time for pop quiz. So let's meet our player. Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Christine from Danbury, Connecticut. How you doing?
How you doing, Christine? Okay, here's your first pop quiz question. I'm sure you were paying attention on Hot Topics. Please don't help her. Okay. Where is Amal Clooney's new job? Is it A, Cornell University, B, Columbia University, or C, NYU, New York University?
B, Columbia.
Yes! Okay, wait, hold on. One more.
Okay.
How old is Chris Brown's baby? I hate this ratchet show. 1 month, 3 months, or 9 months?
I think 9 months?
Yes! Yes! Look, we're hooking you up for 2 free years of Netflix. Yes! Perfect!
Oh my God.
We'll be right back, everybody. Don't move a muscle. Good job.
Non-attorney spokesperson, this is a medical alert. If you have severe complications from surgery using transvaginal mesh, please call us immediately at 1-800-BAD-DRUG. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. Problems include mesh erosion, severe pain, additional surgery. Recent verdicts and settlements total several billion for transvaginal mesh injuries. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. For a free consultation, call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now.
Bad day at the beach, double red flags due to rip currents. So if you're headed there this weekend, what you should prepare for to stay safe. Then firefighters training as lifeguards. And it's happening right here. The success story of a rip current rescue. Today on WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
"14 irresistible flavors. One for the mood, one for the moment. Each one can make every day more delicious than the last. The taste could only be Bailey's. The experience could only be yours. Bailey's Coffee Creamers. This is the one."
With so many great shows on these days, you need a DVR that can catch them all. How many shows can you DVR at one time?
I can only DVR one at a time.
It'll act like it's recording, but one of us got kicked out.
There isn't any fighting, but there is conflict.
With Xfinity, you can record 4 shows at once and watch a 5th live.
That's really cool.
There's no conflict, so you're never going to miss a show.
Say so long to recording conflicts. Switch to Xfinity from Comcast for $99 a month. And now lock in your rate for 2 full years. See for yourself. Call or go online today.
I'm Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Many people inform us that they often get flooded with unsolicited phone calls after a car accident. I believe that being well informed about who you hire for your legal needs should be the #1 priority. At Anajar and Levine, we invite you to research our firm. Ask about our credentials. Empowering and educating our clients is our mission. For responsive legal help, call 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
Come on down to Irish Fest on Flagler, March 14 and 15 at the Meyer Amphitheater, downtown West Palm Beach. Non-stop Irish entertainment and fun. Irish Fest on Flagler, March 14 and 15. For information, call 1-800-882-AARON. Our website, irishflorida.org.
Tomorrow, one of my favorites, Stacey London, is coming, and she's going to show us the hottest accessories for spring. Plus, Taj Mowry, he stars in that show Baby Daddy. He's stopping by. I love you for watching today. It's good to be back! See you next time on Wendy. Bye!
Bad day at the beach, double red flags due to rip currents. So if you're headed there this weekend, what you should prepare for to stay safe. Then the interactive ad everyone is talking about. What happens when more and more people look at it? Today on WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
It's the newest and sweetest ticket deal to Sunfest. It's 5 for $12. Purchase a 5-day pass for $60. That's just $12 a day to see all the action. So what's the catch? There's a limited number available. Go to sunfest.com or a TD Bank location in Palm Beach or Martin counties while supplies last. Get this goodbye before it goes bye-bye.
Every morning, this is local news everywhere. Mornings on WPTV News Channel 5.
It's all about the Washingtons. Look what your $2 gets you, baby. Loads of flavor and meat.
Rallies and Checkers' new $2 chicken slider box. Our classic chicken slider or tried buffalo style. Box with fries for $2. Rallies and Checkers.
It's in the bag.
There's no other sofa like a Rooms To Go sofa. And now through Tuesday, it's the Rooms To Go Anniversary Sofa Sale, when every sofa, without exception, is on sale. Get incredible anniversary savings on plush leather sofas, reclining sofas, sleeper sofas, and fabric sofas. Any sofa you see has been reduced to a shocking low price. Remember, opportunities like this don't happen every day. So shop the Rooms To Go Anniversary Sofa Sale, going on now through Tuesday. Every sofa is on sale.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
It is a big bash on the waterway, but this year, folks floating around Peanut Island will have a little more supervision. A Palm Tran bus driver crashed into a home last night. Today, our Brian Itton is taking us on a tour of the damage left behind.
All the time, I would just say thank you, and thank you, because they've helped me so much fit into the group. I just like them so much.
Isn't he amazing? A grateful heart from a little boy who lost his limb, but now gets an iron arm. Plus this, a visit from a Hollywood star to boot. It's 4 o'clock in South Florida, and this is The Now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shannon Cake. Welcome to The Now, South Florida. This is a show that keeps you in the know. We are heading into the weekend, and we want to take you live outside. Look at this, a view from Live 5. Our camera's peeking out over Peanut Island right now, right there on the left-hand side of your screen. The waters are pretty quiet around Peanut Island at the moment, but it will be a much different scene this upcoming weekend. This is what it looked like on Peanut Island 1 year ago. This is Floatopia. It's Floatopia weekend right now, where boaters and beachgoers flock to the island, tucked right there in the Intracoastal Waterway, right near the Palm Beach Inlet. Now, law enforcement said it was a lot busier last year than they were expecting. Our Katie Johnson is standing by live at Phil Foster Park to explain why there has been a little bit of confusion on whether the party is still on this upcoming weekend. Katie?
Well, this is really an event that gains its momentum through the use of social media, and this is really where all this confusion is stemming from. There are a couple different Facebook pages for this event for Floatopia, one of which the event organizers saying the event is actually canceled. And if you drive around Phil Foster Park, you'll see signs saying the same exact thing. But I spoke to a man today behind another Facebook page who says the party is still on. Now, this is what it looked like in 2014 at Floatopia. Thousands of people filled the waters around Peanut Island, many of them intoxicated, some nearly drowning. The original organizer, who says he brought the party to Peanut Island in 2013, says a group of DJs latched onto the celebration last year and made it even bigger than before. Local law enforcement officers say they didn't expect the huge crowd in 2014, so this year they've brought more people to patrol the waters on Sunday. So despite the talk about the party being canceled, both police and those coming to Floatopia say they're ready for it.
Everybody just bringing floats, having a good time, and working together with law enforcement to make sure that nothing happens and everybody's there to have fun in a safe way.
If you decide that you're not going to be responsible and you're going to violate the regulations of boating safety, then we'll take corrective action. It's pretty simple.
Now, there were only a few arrests made last year. This year, authorities say they will actually have a vehicle here at the docks at Phil Foster that will take people straight to jail if they're arrested while in the water. So remember, if you are coming to Floatopia, there will be plenty of police presence out there. So remember to behave and have a fun time. Live in Riviera Beach, Katie Johnson for The Now, South Florida.
And as we head into the weekend, a warning if you are headed to the beach. Rip currents are actually worse than they were yesterday, and the wind is a lot stronger out there. The Now's Charlie Keegan is live in Delray Beach right now, where the beach there is closed to swimmers. Charlie?
Yeah, it is the wind which is killing this beach day, really ruining things. We were standing in about a 20-mile-per-hour breeze that is just constantly coming off the water over here. Let's show you what it looks like. There are the flags here at the lifeguard tower just blowing in the wind. And, of course, that's the double red, which means no swimming is allowed. Lifeguards tell us that the big risk right now, the big threat, is rip currents. Over the past 2 days, they have rescued 6 people here at Delray Beach. And what we've seen lifeguards doing today is actually being proactive, patrolling, going up and down the shore here, talking with people before they get in the water. They say that really prevents them from putting themselves in a dangerous situation and helps keep everyone safe. Now, as you look out here at the beach, you can tell there are still plenty of people out here. There's a soccer game going on right here. A lot of people set up in their chairs or the beach towels, and they're taking this all in stride. They tell me that really they're just happy to be able to put their toes in the sand and hang out at the beach, even if they can't go in the water. Now, we're going to stay out here throughout the rest of the afternoon just to see if anything changes. Keep an eye on this situation. That's what we have now from Delray Beach. Charlie Keegan, The Now, South Florida.
Charlie, thanks. Steve Weigel was out on the beach in Jupiter not long ago.
Yes, and I saw a couple of kids out there who were being supervised, but I tell you, very quickly you can get pulled out away from the beach, so you have to really watch, especially if you have little ones. The best bet is, head to a guarded beach, because they're going to let you know if you can go in the water or not. They're going to fly those flags. The wind stays up tonight, and it stays up most of the weekend, too. Wow. So this is going to be an issue through Saturday and Sunday. We got a whole bunch of spring breakers out there. Yeah. The beaches are packed, so take extra caution if you're headed out.
Steve was worried about these kids. He said he heard kind of some laughs, but you weren't sure whether the laughs were turning into kind of some frightening moments there. So
it's tough to tell, because they're having fun.
Absolutely.
And then they're yelling and screaming and stuff, and then you just don't know when they're in trouble or not. So they were, it's one of those days where you have to really be careful if you're headed off to the beach, and it looks like that weather pattern will continue into Saturday and Sunday. The beaches are beautiful. There's a nice breeze out there. Wow, it is so warm, though. Temperatures today soaring up into the high 80s and mid 80s, and we have lots of rain that's just been sitting up into the northern Gulf the last few. But we get these training showers that come in off our area, actually off Grand Bahama, and also showers that are working in off the Gulf Stream. And this pattern is going to stay with us through the weekend. It's a high pressure system that just has not budged at all. So it's looking like we're looking at more showers and possibly even some little rain cells moving in. Right now, around the lake we have some rainfall, off the coast we have some rain, and notice these little showers just off Boynton Beach and also up on the Treasure Coast, one working through Stewart. They just pop up very quickly, enough to get the ground wet, and more on the way tonight. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast coming up. Shannon?
See you then, Steve. Thanks. We have some breaking news we're following for you right now. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is tweeting out that a Jupiter homeowner has been confronted, or just confronted rather, a person who was breaking into their home. You're looking at some video that was shot, or still photos actually. We are told that Loxahatchee River Road is right now closed in both directions. So ostensibly this occurred on Loxahatchee River Road. This homeowner, again, confronted by the suspects, and or was confronted by the suspects when he tried to walk into his home, and then discharged a firearm. We do have a crew headed to the scene for us. We're going to gather details, and we're going to break into programming once again with this breaking news as soon as we get things in line and we verify a few facts for you. Other news for you right now. County crews are assessing the damage at that home that a Palm Tran bus plowed into last night in West Palm Beach. The Now's Brian Inton is showing us the damage and what the family who lives there inside this home plans to do now.
Almost $100,000 in damage, according to the restoration crew, after this Palm Tran bus crosses over Australian. Luckily, doesn't hit any cars in oncoming traffic. Comes through this yard. You take a look, you can see where all this dirt and grass is dug up. There's a lot of damage to the neighbor's yard. And then actually slams into this house right here. You can see they've put plywood up. The roof has serious structural damage, according to the engineers that were just out here. But they're hoping that the family will be allowed to go back inside soon. Let's go to some video from last night, and you can see what the scene was like. According to witnesses, the Palm Tran driver told them that he passed out and then somehow ended up slamming into the house. They're hoping that he's going to be okay. Back out here today, you see all the damage inside the garage. The restoration crew hoping to have the electricity turned back on here so the family can at least go back inside. In West Palm Beach for the Now South Florida, I'm Brian Inton.
Brian, thank you. We do have some sad news to pass along to you now. That man who fell off his jet ski yesterday in suburban Boca Raton, we've just learned has died. We brought you the story. It's breaking news at the top of our newscast yesterday here at 4 o'clock. We are told that he was in the water at South County Regional Park for about 40 minutes yesterday. His name has not been released to us. A vigil will be held, though, at 7 o'clock tonight at the park in his memory. Dalia Dippolito's case went before a judge just this afternoon. She is, of course, that Boynton Beach woman convicted of trying to hire an undercover police officer to kill her husband. Some of the attorneys handling this case asked the judge permission today to depose some of the witnesses once again. The judge granted some of the attorneys' requests, but not all of them. Dippolito was sentenced to 20 years in prison back in 2011, but the verdict was overturned. Now she remains on house arrest. You're going to see a lot of green this weekend from St. Patrick's Day festivals and parades. The Now's Christina Noche is in West Palm Beach with more on all the events going on in our area.
Yeah, well, St. Patrick's Day may be Tuesday, but the celebrations are going to be this weekend. And right now behind me, you can see they're already setting up for one of the big events, Irish Fest, that's going to happen in downtown West Palm Beach. Now, there's a lot going on in Palm Beach County and on the Treasure Coast, a lot of it that you could bring your kids to. Now, Irish Fest is going to kick off tomorrow afternoon at the Meyer Amphitheater downtown off of Flagler. This is where they have 16 live bands, even Irish dance performances. That is going to start at noon in Delray Beach, a big event they have every year, of course, the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The festival's all day. That starts at noon. The parade starts at 2. They also have block parties in Boca Raton, as well as celebrations in Port St. Lucie as well. Now, all of this you can find on the website at WPTV.com. Now, another reminder, this is the second year that if you're going to be in Delray Beach, you can no longer have an open container out on the street. So if you do have a drink, you're going to have to keep it inside that bar or restaurant area. All the information on where to go this weekend you can find on our website, WPTV.com. Reporting in West Palm Beach, I'm Christina Noche for The Now, South Florida.
Helping us plan the weekend. Christina, thank you so much. Coming up on The Now, it looks like a beer bottle, and its name kind of sounds like a liqueur, but the maker says it is something much different. We'll share it with you. Golf and beer. Some say that is a great combo. I'm going to tell you about a PGA player at a championship golf tournament right here in Florida who's crafting his perfect round. And the company that brought you Frozen is now saying, let it go when it comes to something near and dear to their hearts. I'm hoping it's not the song Let It Go. What would I do? Right now, a live look from our Live 5 camera. We are looking out once again over Peanut Island. A glorious start to the weekend ahead, but once again, this waterway will be packed with boats, or at least we're expecting it to be this upcoming weekend. Back in a moment.
A one-way ticket to Egypt will cost you less than $20 when you visit Afterlife, Tombs and Treasures of Ancient Egypt. Mention WPTV and receive 20% off your admission to this exciting exhibit at the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium.
We're a punchline. Not even one suspect. And now I have the commissioner riding me. You see a saddle on my back, McKay? Now I need you people to get out
Sarge,
there. What is it?
This is great. We gotta move.
That's my point.
No, my wife's got book club in here.
You gotta be kidding me.
So we need to move this to the den. Everybody up!
Pause and pick up your show in any room. With AT&T, the U-verse revolves around you.
It's on Main Street to Lexington.
Rubenstein Law recently got a client $475,000 for injuries from a fall.
If I were you, I'd call Rubenstein Law.
I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein. Call me. I want to be your attorney.
Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
It's the BrandsMart USA Annual Daylight Savings Sale. Take home this LG 60-inch smart TV for just $698.88. Simmons Furniture section will start as low as $699.88. How about this Samsung stainless smooth top range and over-the-range microwave for $799.76? Or buy this Frigidaire Gallery Series stainless side-by-side refrigerator for just $949.88. It's the BrandsMart USA Annual Daylight Savings Sale.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food at Mulligan's Beach House Bar and Grill.
Try Mulligan's Asian Dragon Salad with firecracker shrimp, Bluesie's Black and Blue Burger, fish and chips, or steak gorgonzola flatbread.
Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A family meal at Mulligan's is fun and affordable. All day, every day. With locations across South Florida. Mulligan's, the place to be for St. Patrick's Day.
You can work on your boat or play on ours. The choice is yours. At Freedom, boating is always fun. No hassles. Come see us at our new Stewart location.
Just meet us on the dock at Freedom Boat Club.
Watch our skyrocket.
Now that's a pleasant surprise. Just like finding out that with Direct Auto, you can get a low rate regardless of your credit history. Get a low rate now and be pleasantly surprised with Direct Auto.
Did you know ancient Egyptians even mummified animals? Visit Afterlife, Tombs and Treasures of Ancient Egypt. See the mummies and other rare artifacts. Mention WPTV and receive 20% off your admission to the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium.
We want to take you live once again to Jupiter. You saw pictures moments ago. We now have live pictures coming into us. And this is Loxahatchee River Road, where it is closed in both directions. We're getting reports from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office that deputies were called to a burglary in progress at a home in the 18,000 block of Loxahatchee River Road. Once again, that's what you're looking at here. You can see they have a perimeter set up. It appears that is actually Jupiter PD working the perimeter, but Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is feeding us our information at the moment. We understand that a homeowner came home to find a couple of suspects in their home, apparently pulled out a gun of some sort was fired. Not known whether anybody was hit, but we are getting reports that the suspects in this case did get out of that home and they took off. So deputies, and as you can see, Jupiter PD working concurrently, they've set up a perimeter. They're using canine at the moment, and if you're in this area, you may see the Eagle, the sheriff's helicopter, up and flying around looking for these suspects. Again, it appears that there was a burglary in progress, a home invasion, a home burglary going on in the 18,000 block of Loxahatchee River Road. It is shut down at the moment. They are searching for 2 suspects in this case.
Trending right now, Wellington's Mellow Mushroom opens next week. The Mellow Mushroom Pizza Baker's Wellington location officially opens on Monday. The pizza joint has been under construction since last fall in the former Applebee's space off Forest Hill Boulevard and the Wellington Green Square Plaza. Staff are training right now in preparation to welcome customers on Monday, March 16th. Shannon?
Rachel, thanks. A major recall of Chevy Volts going on. General Motors is recalling some 64,000 Volt hybrids due to possible buildup of carbon monoxide inside the vehicle. The recall impacts 2011 through 2013 models. GM says that the problem can arise when the car is sitting idle, or when drivers forget to turn off their car. The automaker says it will notify customers and update the car's software to limit the amount of time that the car idles. Mountain Dew about to release a new flavor of its very popular Dew drink. Dew Shine, as it's called, will hit store shelves nationwide March 23rd. The company calls it a clear citrus drink made with real sugar. A single 12-ounce bottle will sell for $1 to $1.49. It's long neck bottle, 4-pack packaging here, and the name has gotten some attention from critics who say it looks too much like craft beer. We'll have to wait and see, right? The first round of Valspar Championship kicked off yesterday in Palm Harbor, which is right there on the coast, the west coast of Florida. The tournament attracting the best golfers in the world. The Now's Tampa reporter, Christy Post, learned that one of the PGA players on the tour has a business brewing right here in the Sunshine State.
Brew Hub in Lakeland is a place where craft breweries come to grow.
Florida is actually the #3 beer state right now. It's growing so quickly.
With the location centered in a state with more than 1,200 golf courses, Tastemaster Jessica Bowie says they were the hole-in-one choice.
It's about 212 degrees.
For Golf Beer Brewing Company.
There's a Scandinavian Blonde, there's a Celtic Pale Ale, and then there is a New England Lager.
Last time veteran PGA Tour player Freddie Jacobsen came to the Hub, he talked about why he started the brand, to combine his 2 passions, golf and beer.
Something that I could have a few of if I would like.
He also got his buddies, fellow pro golfers Keegan Bradley and Graham McDowell on board.
The players are really important, but equally important for us was the quality and taste.
Each crafting a taste to fit their personality, just like they would with a set of golf clubs.
Growing up in Ireland, I think it's pretty obvious, what my taste profile is.
I'm a professional golfer with my own New England craft beer. How good is that?
Bowie says the trio wanted to make sure golf beer was a pour you could toss back, whether you're on the course or the 19th hole.
They're all lower in alcohol, easy to drink in the heat.
But let's be real. Drinking beer in any setting is okay on their scorecard, too.
It's not every day you get to drink on the job.
Right. Cheers.
It's nice. It's very light. I'm surprised.
I'm Christy Post.
Oh, Christy, a tough assignment for you, girl. You can get golf beer at Brew Hub, as we mentioned, but also numerous golf courses in Tampa Bay and Total Wine as well. We'll hold out on Total Wine. We were talking to you yesterday here on the Now South Florida at 4 o'clock about the rocket launch that we were anticipating, and it did in fact occur. In case you went to bed before, our 11 o'clock newscast. We were up and covering it, and you got some great pictures on your Facebook page.
And I was really surprised because there were a lot of clouds, a lot of showers,
Yes.
a lot of rain around, and yet viewers still posted pictures to my Facebook page. This was a real cool launch. This is actually a launch, an Atlas V rocket that went up at 10:44 last night that had 4 individual satellites in it, in the payload. Actually, here's one of the pictures just before liftoff. And in this area here, there are 4 5-foot satellites. As this thing gets up into the sky, up into space, all 4 of those satellites are released, and they form like a diamond pattern, and they travel around the Earth, and they take measurements in the magnetosphere of the Earth for the next 2 years, because there's a lot of things that we don't understand so high up in the atmosphere, way up, like thousands of miles up there. Anyway.
And is this a protection? I mean, they're studying this. What did you say? The whatever sphere?
The magnetosphere.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
They're
there's something
studying
called
that to protect the Earth, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's something called magnetic reconnection.
Okay.
And we're so susceptible to solar energy coming to the Earth and knocking out GPS satellites. There's just so much we don't understand, and this will hopefully help us. Anyway, that's the rocket before it took off, and some great pictures. Here was the one. This is actually, I believe, the Lake Worth Boynton Beach area. Ryan sent this in, but as you get a little farther north, look at this.
One.
Yeah, look at this in
now,
Jupiter.
was this doctored, do you think?
No. This is a time lapse.
Authentic color?
Yeah, and that's probably the intracoastal or
stunning.
isn't that fantastic?
Stunning.
So this is a time lapse over probably a minute or two as it went off in the sky. I think I have one more here. There it is there. This is Lake Worth.
Wow.
And you can kind of see it streaking through the clouds. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
So I was really surprised that viewers had a chance to see this because there were so many clouds around. So it was kind of darting in and out of the clouds.
You were not committing earlier in the day.
I wasn't. I wasn't because it was
said you can go out there, but you may not.
Yeah, a little touch and go.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got them. They're great. Thanks for sharing. Coming up on the Now, a young Marine gets a big surprise. We're going to show you what happened to her and her brothers coming up. Plus this. Coming up on Simple Steals, Overstock.com is giving us an exclusive discount on something very crafty, plus a carry-on that doubles as a stool and fashion accessories you must have. Tell you all about it just ahead.
For many people considering bankruptcy, understanding their options may not always be easy. Federal law allows you to file for bankruptcy under Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Both may get rid of unsecured debts and stop foreclosures, repossessions, and garnishments. But there are significant differences between the two. I'm Larry Levine. If you're considering bankruptcy, be well informed about how you may eliminate much of your debt while protecting your home, car, and other property. Call us for a consultation.
America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer frames to choose from. Sofia Vergara, Project Runway, Darion, and more. The designer sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale ends soon. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best prices in sight.
Hi, I'm Chef Jamie Watson for Springer Mountain Farms Chicken. To make a great dish, you've got to start with the best ingredients. That's why at my restaurant, I choose Springer Mountain Farms. Raised on family farms that are certified by the American Humane Association, you can taste the difference. Some of the best chefs in America are using Springer Mountain Farms chicken, and now you can too. So do what I and chefs everywhere are doing. Look for Springer Mountain Farms chicken at your favorite grocery store.
Yup, it's all about the Washingtons. Look what your $2 gets you, baby. Loads of flavor and meat. Well, don't you have good taste? You see what I did?
Get Rallies and Checkers' new $2 chicken slider box. Our classic all-white meat crispy chicken slider. Or try it with Frank's Red Hot sauce topped with creamy ranch. Served with famous seasoned fries. All in one box. Just $2.
Your place or mine?
Rallies and Checkers.
It's in the bag.
When you set out to find new roads, you pioneer connectivity, champion efficiency, elevate form, reinvent a category. And you attract a lot of attention. Chevrolet, the most awarded car company over the last year.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 6 years plus $1,000 purchase bonus cash on this 2015 Cruze.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's the newest and sweetest ticket deal to Sunfest. It's 5 for $12. Purchase a 5-day pass for $60. That's just $12 a day to see all the action. So what's the catch? There's a limited number available. Go to sunfest.com or a TD Bank location in Palm Beach or Martin counties while supplies last. Get this goodbye before it goes bye-bye.
When it's 5 o'clock, you need to know what's happening right now. Getting you breaking news first. Tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
We're back here on the Now South Florida. YouTube prankster Greg Benson surprises a young Marine and her 2 brothers with a new car. Our friends at Right This Minute have more.
What's up, The Now? I'm Beth Troutman.
And I'm Christian Vera. This is a beautiful story of Melissa, a Marine who went through a lot of trouble to adopt her 2 brothers. Not too long ago, Greg Benson from Mediocre Films partnered up with Prank It Forward to surprise her with a new vehicle. In this video, we see her actually picking up her custom 2015 Toyota RAV4, and she is so excited.
I love it. So are the boys. Look at her brothers. They're pretty pumped about this, too.
She's getting all the bells and whistles, including some extra goodies in the trunk of her car.
How awesome that they put this entire thing together. They set all this up just to say you did an awesome thing by finding your brothers and making sure that they are part of your family.
She wanted to keep her family together, and it's beautiful. The community is coming together to help them, and she is very grateful.
For all the latest videos, you can catch us on Right This Minute.
We love stories like that here on The Now. That's what we're all about. Thanks, ladies. Catch the full episode of Right This Minute at 7:30, right after The List. 2015 has 3 Friday the 13th. Did you know that? And today, of course, is one of them. And as you know, Friday the 13th has a reputation for being unlucky and a little creepy, too. Well, this video might be the perfect example. Take a look. A group of men stumbling upon thousands of daddy long-legged spiders falling from the ceiling, crawling down the walls. They don't hurt you guys, but I'm sure that's creepy. And covering the floors of an abandoned garage. This is in Mexico, actually. How's that for unlucky and creepy all in one? An internet giant is getting into the medical field. Coming up on The Now, how its technology could help you. And the Iron Man actor meets a Florida youngster and learns that his arm doesn't just have superpowers, it has a whole lot more.
This is in everything we do. Every morning, this is local news everywhere. Mornings on WPTV News Channel 5.
What we really need is a new jet ski.
No way. The garage is crammed and there's no room.
Honey.
It won't fit. Absolutely not.
Want more? Give more. Goodwill.
Tire Kingdom Spring Savings Event. Buy 4 select in-stock tires. Get $100 off instantly. Goodyear, Continental, all the top brands. Buy 4 tires, get $100 off. Tire Kingdom Service Centers.
It's the BrandsMart USA Annual Daylight Savings Sale. Buy this T-Bax 9-inch tablet for the low price of $49.88. Get this E-Tech 40-inch LED HD TV for just $199.88. Simmons recliners start at a low $199.88. How about this Maytag top-load laundry pair for only $799.76? Hurry in. It's the BrandsMart USA Annual Daylight Savings Sale.
When I'm ready for a break from the concrete jungle, I found another jungle where I can unwind. I've discovered Lion Country Safari.
Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports. Powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
You know, I worry about the weather so you don't have to. Because you have better things to do. Only on News Channel 5.
You guys can just leave your coats right over here.
Wow, your bedroom is amazing.
Oh, thanks. We worked with a designer from Haverty's. Total refresh.
Oh, I cannot believe people.
What?
Covering up your new bed like that?
Oh, that's okay.
What kind of animals did you invite to this party?
We can help.
Oh, much better.
Refresh your space during the spring savings event at Haverty's. Plus, enjoy 24-month no-interest financing. Haverty's, discover something new.
What we really need is a new jet ski.
No way. The garage is crammed and there's no room.
Honey.
It won't fit. Absolutely not.
Want more? Give more. Goodwill.
We want to take you live back out to the scene of that perimeter that's been set up on Loxahatchee River Road in Jupiter. In fact, Loxahatchee River Road is closed in both directions. From the vantage point you see here, you can see police activity about a quarter of a mile down the road there. But here's what's been going on. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies got a phone call that there was a burglary in progress in the 18,000 block of Loxahatchee River Road. Of course, they responded. Apparently, the homeowner walked in and confronted a couple of suspects robbing him at the time. He pulled out a firearm of some sort. Shots were fired. No word on whether anybody was actually hit, but you do see some movement of some officers there on the scene. The suspects took off. The homeowner, of course, still home, and now deputies have arrived, and then police there in Jupiter have arrived to try to get a debrief from this homeowner. But at any rate, Loxahatchee River Road is closed in both directions as they've set up this perimeter. They do have K-9 out, and the chopper is flying. The Eagle chopper is up in this area as well. So we're going to stay on top of this for you. Our Megan McRoberts is there on scene. She's gathering a few more details. We'll try to get to her live here shortly and bring you new information. Other information for you now, and I'll look at your news in 90. A judge granted some requests today in the Dahlia DiPolito case. You may remember she's the Boynton Beach woman who was convicted of hiring an undercover police officer to try to kill her husband. DiPolito was sentenced to 20 years in prison in 2011, but the verdict was overturned. Now she is on house arrest. Attorneys were asking the judge for access to witnesses and permission to depose some of them once again. Vanilla Ice will be back in court next month. The state is planning on filing formal charges of burglary and grand theft against Rob Van Winkle on April 9th. He's accused of taking things from a foreclosed home right near the Lantana property that he was remodeling for his new TV show, The Vanilla Ice Project. Right now, local law enforcement getting ready for a party known as Floatopia. It's planned for Sunday at Peanut Island. Last year, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said that they were caught off guard when the party just turned into a blowout. So this year, they're ramping things up. At last check, one Facebook group that was planning for Floatopia has more than 1,800 people on it alone. Let's see what happens. And a warning, if you're hitting the local beaches, there is an elevated risk of rip currents out there. So if you are planning on getting into the water, make sure that you swim near a lifeguard stand. Steve was out there today. He said he saw a couple kids looking like they might be getting in some trouble. If you feel like you're getting caught, you should swim parallel to the shore instead of swimming straight out or for the beach. That is your news in 90. Try to stay safe out there this weekend. It's going to be busy, and the beaches are still going to be busy, Steve said, through the weekend as well. Google-backed genetic testing company 23andMe launching its own drug development unit. The Now's digital producer Rachel Leto is here with these details. Sounds very sci-fi to me.
Well, it's the world that we live in, this sci-fi life that we lead. 23andMe is actually betting that they can take this massive database of customer DNA that they've accumulated over the years and turn it into medicine, which is really interesting. So 23andMe, of course, is best known for its saliva-based genetic test kit, which offers users the chance to peek into their genetic code for clues about their ancestral past. But now, 23andMe plans to pursue its own drug and research development efforts. More than 850,000 people have used 23andMe's test kit, and well over half of those customers have given 23andMe permission to use their data for research, including for drug development. Now, instead of just looking at health-related ailments, 23andMe wants to go one step further and develop cures for them too. Now, 23andMe has not picked any specific disease areas or targets just yet, but sci-fi world, I think it's a really awesome thing that they're doing.
So they have some of my DNA. I have to give them permission to do testing on it. You see a lot of people are. That's how this works. And they're trying to come up with cures.
For all of the different diseases and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I actually did it. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out.
Willing to share?
What my DNA says?
No.
Oh, I was like, surprise.
We'll
I'm
talk
from-
off camera. I won't
from
put you on the
Europe.
spot. All right. Looking forward to your results here in Nevada. Maybe we'll share with you on air. Okay. Thanks, Rachel. St. Patrick's Day is known for its food, drinks, and parades, and now a new app. An app for St. Patrick's Day? What's up with that?
I bring the gift of the Name Your Price tool to help you find a price that fits your budget. Take it all! Uh-oh. The Name Your Price tool.
She's not to be trusted.
Kill her. It'll save you money. The Name Your Price tool isn't witchcraft. And I didn't turn your daughter into a rooster. She just looks like that.
Burn the witch!
The Name Your Price tool, a dangerously progressive idea.
Things are getting pretty exciting at Nissan. With bonus cash, there's no better time than now to get your new Nissan. Innovation, excitement, only at Nissan. Now.
Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on top of existing offers on select models.
Bonus cash, and soon.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Discover style. Discover elegance. It's the Lloyd Flanders Discover Luxury event right now at Carl's Patio. This factory authorized sale is your chance to save 20% on all Lloyd Flanders outdoor wicker furniture. The Lloyd Flanders collections are truly stunning with designs that would complement any patio. But the Discover Luxury event is only happening for a limited time, so don't miss your chance to save 20% on this amazing selection of furniture. Stop in today.
The good life is waiting for you on the patio. Carl's Patio.
At 328 horsepower, no one packs more power into 30 mpg than Infiniti Q50. Get behind the wheel of your Q50 for just $309 a month, zero down. Power, fun, style. 0 to 60 in 5.3, 30 miles per gallon, $309 a month, zero down. At Infiniti of the Palm Beaches now.
For a best-in-class experience, Infiniti of the Palm Beaches. Come join the family.
I know you're busy walking your business. Oh, see what I did there? Walking your business instead of running your business? Hilarious. Or maybe not. Because with slow DSL from the phone company, you're just walking your business.
Call 1-800-240-8080 for fast internet and Wi-Fi starting at just $69.95 per month. With speeds up to 150 megabits per second, is reliably fast. Even during peak usage hours, downloads download faster, uploads upload faster, backups backup faster. Call now. Don't miss this limited time offer.
Okay, now you're running, so you need Wi-Fi that can keep up.
You'll also get the fastest Wi-Fi for increased productivity away from your desk, so everybody connects fast from everywhere in your workplace. Plus, we install and maintain it. There's no equipment to buy.
And now's when you might want to run over to the phone.
Get Comcast Business Internet, just $69.95 per month. Includes 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-240-8080 now.
It seems like there's a little Irish in everyone, or at least 10% of us. A recent census report indicates that percentage of the U.S. claims Irish heritage, 10%. So for those people, or anyone really, who wants to feel ultra Irish this weekend, there's an app for that. The Now's Mike Trim explains.
Shannon, there's an easy way to spruce up your St. Paddy's Day weekend, and all it takes is your phone. Check out these free apps designed just for the fun holiday. The first one I want to talk about is St. Patrick's Day Photo. Any picture you take will have Irish garb added to it, including a nice leprechaun, hat, maybe a wee pot of gold as well. How about St. Patrick's Day Quizzle? That's fun and educational. One little tidbit I learned from it is the first St. Paddy's Day parade was actually not held in Ireland. Who knew? This next one's for you Android users, and man, can you make your St. Paddy's Day meal something to remember. Not talking about just corned beef and cabbage. St. Patrick's Recipes will show you easy ways to cook a memorable Irish meal. How about a little Irish leprechaun action? Coloring St. Patrick's Day. That's all about the kids, and it even lets you save their masterpiece to enjoy for however long you want. So there you have it, the top Irish apps leading up to St. Patrick's Day. By the way, Shannon, my last name, Trim, actually originated in Trim, Ireland. So you know St. Patty's Day is very big in my house. Back to you.
Well, I'm Shannon, so Shannon, Ireland. I mean, we all got a little Irish in us, right, Trim? Thanks, Mike. I'm here in the newsroom with 5 o'clock anchor Michael Williams. You're looking at the news of the day for us.
Just up the road, Welsh, and me. It's close enough.
Yes, exactly. We'll claim you. We'll take you, too.
Good, I'm glad. That's nice to hear from somebody I admire so much. Serious note, a story we've got, we're getting video that's going to be coming in, and we should have it at the top of the hour, a little bit later. The Palm Tran, the accident, bust into the house. We have that, and we'll look at that and continue to look at what was behind all of that, some of the safety concerns, but that video is going to be just coming up just past top of the hour, so we'll have that for you as part of our developing news stories today, beginning at 5.
Plus what the families who lived there doing tonight.
Scary moment.
Absolutely. Michael, thanks so much. See you then. Still ahead, boat show preparations underway right now. We're going to let you know the roads that you need to avoid while you're traveling in the downtown area as they prep. Plus, a Florida boy who is missing his right arm is getting a visit from a superhero, or at least they plays one in the movies. We're going to show you the impressive gift this little guy received that will have him using his arm once again.
Hi, I'm Teresa Strasser from The List with today's exclusive list for The Now. President Obama gave a hilarious interview on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
I'm glad you feel good about yourself.
Who knew the Prez was so funny? Here are 3 other little-known facts about presidents. Number 3, Jimmy Carter once filed a report that he saw a UFO. It was the 70s, so maybe he was experimenting? Number 2, our first president, George Washington, sold booze. Yep, never told a lie, never made a bad bottle of brandy either. And number 1, William Taft was so large that he once got stuck in the White House bathtub. Now that is an obesity problem Michelle Obama would definitely have tackled.
Watch The List tonight at 7 on News Channel 5.
Every morning, this is local news everywhere. Mornings on WPTV News Channel 5.
It's the newest and sweetest ticket deal to Sunfest. It's 5 for $12. Purchase a 5-day pass for $60. That's just $12 a day to see all the action. So what's the catch? There's a limited number available. Go to sunfest.com or a TD Bank location in Palm Beach or Martin counties while supplies last. Get this goodbye before it goes bye-bye.
Who said yachting is too expensive? Climb aboard a spectacular 2-hour cruise aboard the Lady Del Rey or Lady Atlantic. Enjoy cool drinks and great food prepared right on board. The scenery and marine life make it a wonderful adventure for families, friends, or special events. Find us at DelReyYachtCruises.com.
Recently, there's been a recall on metal hip implants by various manufacturers. Some signs of problems may include pain, swelling, grinding, popping, or even loss of function. Even without these symptoms, some serious health risks may occur. My name is Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar & Levine. If you've had any of these implants installed, you may be entitled to compensation for pain and suffering. Please call the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that, Parker.
Well, did you know auctioneers make bad grocery store clerks?
It'll be $23.50. Now 75, 23.75. Hold them, hey, to get down 23.75, 24. Hey, $24, 24 and a quarter. Now half, 24 and a half and 75 and 25. Now a quarter. Hey, 26 and a quarter. Hold them, hey, to get down 20. You want to do it? 5 and a quarter. Sold to the man in the khaki jacket.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
For the tire selection that rules the road, get to Tire Kingdom Spring Savings Event. For a limited time, buy 4 select in-stock tires. Get $100 off instantly. Goodyear, Cooper, Continental, Yokohama, and more. Plus, get additional mail-in rebates on these top tire brands. Buy 4 tires, get $100 off instantly. Tire Kingdom Service Centers. That's all you need.
It's coming.
You better board up the windows.
Something big.
There's thunder. Boom! Lightning!
And happy.
Too much laughing, trying too hard.
This Tuesday, the return of last summer's hit, Undateable.
Did I hear spanking?
Briefly, but I asked her to stop.
And from Ellen DeGeneres, the new comedy One Big Happy.
So you're the wife?
Oh, no, I'm his wife. I'm his lesbian best friend. She's having his baby.
I'm just gonna make you think I wrote that down.
Big Happy Tuesday. This Tuesday after The Voice here on NBC.
Who said yachting is too expensive? Climb aboard a spectacular 2-hour cruise aboard the Lady Del Rey or Lady Atlantic. Enjoy cool drinks and great food prepared right on board. The scenery and marine life make it a wonderful adventure for families, friends, or special events. Find us at DelReyYachtCruises.com.
The Palm Beach International Boat Show kicks off Thursday, March 26th in downtown West Palm Beach. And now it's Katie Johnson joining us live with how some parts of Flagler Drive are already blocked off for this event. It's early. Katie?
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but the city is already getting ready for the Palm Beach Boat Festival, which is still about 2 weeks away. If you're going to Irish Fest this weekend, you're going to want to listen to this report because these road closures are going to affect you if you drive on Flagler Drive for the next couple of weeks. I actually saw these cones on Flagler going up this morning as I was making my way to the gym. There will be even more closures as we get closer to the boat show, which starts on the 26th. So here's what you need to know today. The northbound lanes of Flagler, which we're in right now, they're shut down. This just started today between Banyan and Lakeview. On Tuesday, Narcissus Avenue will close between Avernia and Datura. Next weekend, both directions on Flagler Drive will be shut down until the end of the month, and all of the equipment from the boat show, and trust me, there's a lot of it as we're seeing right here, this will all be removed by April 3rd. We'll be sure to post all of these closures on our Facebook page. You can get all the information right there if you missed it in this live report. And that's the latest from here in downtown West Palm Beach. Katie Johnson for the Now South Florida.
Thanks. It's good to know so we can navigate around it. Appreciate it. Now look at what is making national and international news. Our Ashley Hinson is standing by in the feed room with what's coming down on the satellite feeds today. Ashley?
Shannon, here's your news in 90. Secretary of State John Kerry is in Egypt showing support for the country's future. It'll be a quick trip because Kerry is heading to Switzerland over the weekend. There he'll meet with the world's top 5 leaders plus Iran to discuss a possible nuclear deal. They have until March 31st to come up with a framework for a potential agreement. The NTSB is investigating a second helicopter crash in just 1 week. This one in rural Oklahoma last night, the crash killing 1 crew member. 2 other passengers aboard the medical helicopter flight were injured. They were traveling from Tulsa to McAllister for a medical transport company. This was the 3rd fatal crash for the company in the last 5 years. One more Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity chapter is being accused of racism. University of Washington Black Student Union members say SAE members called them apes and monkeys at a protest meant to raise awareness about racism. A university official says an investigation is already underway. NASA research shows California is running out of water. The state may only have about a year's worth of water left. California's dry winter is making matters even worse. Officials say severe water rationing could become a reality. Our air isn't getting any cleaner, but it's not getting any dirtier either. New data suggests efforts to address climate change may be having a more positive impact than scientists originally thought. China, a known global polluter, is especially making improvements as they transition into renewable energy sources. And that's your news in 90.
Ashley,
Shannon.
thanks. Back to that SAE story. The banned chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon hiring a big name to sue now the University of Oklahoma. Ann McNamara at the Now National Desk. She has more on this story.
Members of the fraternity are pursuing legal action. They've hired an attorney who's no stranger to controversy. His name is Stephen Jones, but he's better known as Timothy McVeigh's defense lawyer from the Oklahoma City bombing trial. SAE plans to sue the university's president, David Boren, saying he overstepped his boundary by shutting down the chapter and expelling 2 students. Some of the SAE members seen in the video have publicly apologized. The national SAE organization saying it does support the university's decisions. And in this bizarre twist, it's going to be a rematch of sorts. Jones ran for Boren's Senate seat in 1990, but lost badly. By the way, in that case that Jones handled for McVeigh, McVeigh was convicted and put to death. Back to you.
Here we go, South Florida. Look at this. Beautiful sunshine. Temperatures today up in the mid and high 80s. Wow. At least we have that wind out there that's keeping it a little bit cooler. There's a look at our radar today, and still some showers pushing in along the coastline. Nothing significant, though, so overall it doesn't look too bad. Here's a close look at Palm Beach County. Nice wind coming in off the water. The issue again this afternoon, actually worse than yesterday, is the rip currents. I was at the beach earlier, watched some kids get in a little bit of a dicey situation as the waves are big, the winds are really picking up, and those winds stay up tomorrow too. So if you're headed off to the beach, head to a beach that has a lifeguard. All right, here's a look at your evening forecast. Beautiful. Cannot rule out a quick moving shower as we get into the overnight hours. We cool off a little bit, some clouds around, starry sky, and chance for a shower. I'll have your complete weekend forecast coming up at 5, Shannon.
Okay, see you then, Steve. Thanks. A rare leatherback sea turtle was released in South Carolina yesterday. The Now's digital producer Rachel Ato is here with why this is such a big deal. It's a big deal here in our community. Why is this one particularly interesting?
Well, it's the story of Yaki. And Yaki, she is 475 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
She's an endangered leatherback. The story's been trending all day on Facebook, and it's not just her size, which makes her a big deal. I'm going to get to the rest of it. So Yaki was found stranded on Yaki South Island Reserve in South Carolina, March 7th, and the name stuck. She was released yesterday after being treated at the South Carolina Aquarium. Now, Yaki is the first leatherback known to have stranded alive in South Carolina, which is another reason why she is such a big deal. She was carried in a box to the edge of the surf on a beach near Charleston yesterday. The sides of the box were lowered, and after some hesitation, Yaki made her way into the surf. For about 10 minutes, Yaki swam parallel to the shore before a large wave came, sweeping her out to sea. Yaki raised a flipper above the surface and disappeared. Leatherbacks are an endangered species and the largest sea turtles, with adults generally weighing in, get this, 800 to 1,000 pounds, Shannon.
Wow. Yeah. Goodness.
Yeah.
A release is a celebration anytime. She was just waving, saying goodbye with her flipper.
Exactly.
She's, thanks for everybody.
Yep.
Rachel, thanks. Have you ever been at an airport, you're waiting for your flight, and there's absolutely nowhere to sit? All the time. Now, there is a carry-on that you can sit on. Terry O here with this exclusive deal.
In today's Simple Steals, we're featuring a machine that will take your craft projects to a whole new level of creativity. Plus a carry-on that can carry you and trendy headbands you can wear anywhere. Welcome, everyone. I'm Terry O. Today is a special day. That's because we are welcoming Overstock.com onto our segment. All right, first of all, just for all of you watching, Overstock is offering an exclusive discount on this super fancy embossing and die cutting machine. Okay, what is that? Well, guess what? It's going to help you create one-of-a-kind cards, tags, embellishments for scrapbooking or decorating. It's fun to do, and it even looks like a little suitcase. It's kind of cute, right? On to the pricing. In the stores, you're going to pay around $300, but on Overstock.com, it's listed as $164.99. But just for Simple Steals fans, they're offering an extra 10% off their price, dropping it down even lower to $148.49. You're saving over $140 with this exclusive steal. Thanks, Overstock.com. Now on to a real suitcase. Check this out. It's a carry-on suitcase that you can actually sit on. It's super sturdy, and guess what? It can hold up to 350 pounds. It's great for those times when you travel and there's no place to sit or you're waiting in a long line. It fits in the overhead storage. It's water resistant. It comes with super strong wheels and shock-proof pockets for all of your electronics. It was $169.99, but today they're offering an exclusive discount to us for only $84.99. Finally, ladies, you know you're going to want to throw this in your suitcase for your next trip. It's a super stylish, trendy headband. They have special molded gel strips that will lock your hair firmly in place. Nothing's going to fly around. It even comes with a special cord adjuster in the back, so it doubles as a hair tie too. Take a look at these cool designs they have, and there's so many more to pick from online. They were $15, but just for us, now they're $10.50. That's a 30% discount. To get all the details and promo codes on the steals here, just log on to our Facebook page by going to simplesteals.com. I'm Terry O, and those are your exclusive Simple Steals today.
Thanks, Terry. I love the suitcase. For all the details you've just seen, on the products you've just seen, rather, head over to WPTV.com/the now. We have details there as well. Disney's Hollywood Studios getting a new name, but we don't know it yet. They're not telling us. Disney's CEO broke the news during the annual shareholders meeting yesterday. the same meeting where we heard that there will be a Frozen 2. Did you miss that news yesterday? It was a big deal around here. Frozen 2, yes, will be coming out. We just don't know when, and they don't have a storyline yet. That's the recap. Hollywood Studios, formerly known as MGM Studios, is going through some significant work, or some significant work anyway, according to Disney higher-ups, that will result in a name change as well. There is chatter that the name will be linked to some of the new attractions being built. All mystery that Disney is these days. We have a look at some video that's causing a really big buzz on the internet today. Our John Favoli shows us how actor Robert Downey Jr. is helping turn one Florida child in need into the real-life Iron Man.
I feel really tough.
If you saw any of the Iron Man movies, you recognize this. It's the arm actor Robert Downey Jr.'s character wears, loaded with powers and abilities. For 7-year-old Alex Pring from Groveland, it provides the greatest power of all, confidence.
Everyone's treating me so good now.
But Alex tells us before he got the arm,
some people would say, what happened to your arm? And how did that happen? Or all that bad stuff. I don't like it.
Does it make you feel bad?
Yeah, it makes you feel really bad.
Now they're asking about his cool arm, and it's a confidence thing, you know, not what happened to you. So that's been very, very humbling. Yeah, there you go. Very humbling. Very, at times choke you up, knowing that how happy your son is now.
Pleasure to meet you. I have another bionics expert on hand, so I thought I'd drop by.
Thank you.
This is video that's taking off online. It shows the moment last week when the real Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., met with Alex and his family in Georgia.
You want to have a look?
Sure.
Ready?
Yep.
Great.
Each one looks the same.
Actually, I think yours might be better than mine.
And it is too.
The arm doesn't have a lot of supernatural powers. It just makes life easier on Alex, physically and mentally. And this is the man responsible, UCF mechanical engineering grad student Albert Manera. He and his nonprofit Limbitless designed the arm. We talked to him by Skype. He's in Germany on a Fulbright scholarship, but he was with Alex for this moment last week in Georgia.
We're thrilled to be a part of it, and we're trying to help kids around the world. So our goal is to go to the UN and UNICEF and have them help with the project. And there's a lot of children in need around the world, and we want to be a part of that solution.
They are already part of Alex's solution.
All the time I would just say thank you, and thank you, because they've helped me so much fit into the group. I just like them so much.
John Favoli, The Now, South Florida.
What an amazing nonprofit. And that's what it is to be a Hollywood superstar, isn't it? Way to go, Robert Downey. After giving him the new arm, Downey invited Alex to hang out with him in his Atlanta home and his shooting location this summer. He's filming the new Captain America movie, so the story will go on and we'll keep covering it for you. Pretty neat stuff. Well, it has been a little bit more than a month now since those 3 Muslim students were found shot and killed in their North Carolina apartment. Their neighbor, 46-year-old Craig Stephen Hicks, we now know, turned himself in for that crime. Questions, though, do surround whether it was motivated by a hate crime or whether it was a parking dispute. Now we are learning that these students gave back selflessly to the community. Our Christy Post is here with how the nation is continuing that legacy.
On February 10th of this year, Dia, Yusur, and Razan were found shot execution style in their Chapel Hill apartment. The loss shocked the Muslim community across the nation, including here at the University of South Florida, as these 3 students were role models, giving back to their community. In fact, Dia's last post on Facebook showed him feeding homeless people in North Carolina. That has inspired more than 170 groups to honor and continue their legacy.
Help the needy, to feed the poor, to help your brother and sister.
In Tampa, Iman Zaid with the Islamic community is stepping up.
People say, oh, I have $2 on me. Well, 2 from you and 2 from him and $1 from him, they add up in the end. $10 goes a long way.
So far, the state of Florida has collected 400 cans and counting. Zaid says it's the least they can do.
This is just kind of a thank you.
No matter what religion, she wants everyone to join in. Like the president quoted Yusor in his statement,
"We're all one culture."
Zaid says it's what the victims would have wanted.
Be white, blue, green, yellow, black, purple, it doesn't matter. A human is a human.
And responding to hate with love, she hopes sends a bigger message.
We lost 3 great students and humans in general, but their legacy hopefully will live on. Inshallah, if the Lord wills it.
For the Now, I'm Christy Post.
That's going to do it for the Now South Florida. News Channel 5 at 5 begins right now.
We begin with breaking news as we zero in on where it's going on. A homeowner confronts, according to reports, burglars inside his home along Loxahatchee River Road and fired at those burglars. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies and Martin County deputies are now searching for the burglars. News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts is live from Jupiter, where she just got an update from deputies. Megan.
Well, right now, deputies are asking people who live in this area here along Loxahatchee River Road to stay inside their homes as investigators continue to search for those 2 possible burglary suspects. At this point, they do not know whether or not they are armed or dangerous. So there has been a perimeter set up along this street, and you can see right behind me an area of potential interest blocked off with police tape. Sounds like there might be some clothing behind this tape that may belong to one of the suspects. So for the last hour or so, deputies have been searching. They've been making patrols down this road. They've been searching with canine and the chopper, and you can still see there is a presence out here trying to find evidence that could lead them to those 2 suspects. Investigators say they broke into a home along this road, and the homeowner was home. That homeowner, they say, confronted the burglars and eventually fired his gun, but it's unknown if either suspect was shot. But both fled from the scene, leading to this massive search. At last check, still no one is in custody, but PBSO just telling me they are starting to break down this scene right now, asking anyone in this area if they do see anything suspicious, do call authorities. We're going to be out here bringing you the latest developments in this story. Reporting live, Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
And more breaking news right now. Boca Raton police say a 15-year-old boy is responsible for several armed robberies. A victim identified the teen as one of the 2 who forced him to take money out of a South County ATM. When detectives fingerprinted the teen, they say his prints matched at least one of the people wanted for the February robbery of 2 post office employees. Detectives say the teen also admitted to robbing a Palm Tran bus employee. The teenager faces charges of armed robbery and kidnapping.
We are learning today that the Palm Tran bus that slammed into a West Palm Beach home last night left behind about $80,000 to $100,000 worth of damage. The driver of the bus still hospitalized tonight. Police say the Palm Tran driver may have suffered some sort of medical condition when he lost control and hit a pole and then the home. An engineer tells us the home at 36th Street and Australian Avenue is structurally safe, but the power's not back on yet. And the family is still not able to stay inside until more cleanup is done. The neighbor, who also had damage to his lawn and hedge, says this is the 4th or 5th time the homes have been hit by cars or other vehicles along this stretch of Australia.
Double red flags flying right now at area beaches, warning residents and tourists of a high risk for rip currents. The beaches have been busy today with spring breakers from all over the country in South Florida. Storm Team 5 meteorologist Steve Weigel is in the Weather Center right now to tell us how this weekend is shaping up. Steve.
Yeah, it's windy out there, and the winds are going to stay up overnight and right into Saturday. Sunday, we may get a little bit of relief, but not much. So rip currents will be an issue, and the beaches are packed. Spring breakers and just folks heading out for the weekend. We do have some sunshine. We also have some clouds and a few showers. The big weather makers way back into the northern Gulf. So we don't have an issue with that. High pressure in control, that's bringing in that big wind, and it is also bringing in those stray showers. Very quick movers because it's so windy. The winds today about 15 to 20 miles an hour coming in from the southeast. There's a look at the Treasure Coast. There's some rainfall there, trying to make it in toward Fort Drum, but fizzling out. Your hour-by-hour forecast looking good tonight. Again, cannot completely rule out a stray shower. Shouldn't last long, though. Beautiful night, but wow, it's warm. Do we get any breaks from the heat and humidity? We'll talk about it coming up.
Thanks, Steve. And you'll want to play it smart and safe, as Steve emphasized, as you head out to the beach this evening or this weekend because of those rip currents. Now, in the past 36 hours, it's been a busy time for area lifeguards up and down our coastline. And News Channel 5 reporter Charlie Keegan is live at Delray Beach with how conditions are shaping up there. Charlie.
Lifeguards are just now leaving for the day, but before they go, they're going up and down the beach here, talking with folks, telling them that they're leaving and reminding them of the message they've been saying all day, that it is just too dangerous to go swimming. It's even written right here on the board when you first come up. It says hazardous conditions, no swimming. And all over the beach today in Delray, the double flags are flying. That, of course, means no swimming allowed. We've been out here for the afternoon and we have seen lifeguards on patrol, talking to people, telling them that it is just too dangerous to go more than knee deep in the water. Lifeguards are keeping their eyes open for rip currents. And they say really the best way to prevent people from getting in a rip current is to be proactive and educate them. So they're talking with people, telling them not to go into the water. If you do, though, find yourself in a rip current, here is the advice from lifeguards. Stay calm. First of all, do not panic. If you can, try and swim parallel to shore. If you cannot, just relax, keep her calm, and try to get someone's attention by yelling or waving back to shore. It has been a busy week for lifeguards here, and we spoke with one lifeguard who rescued a man caught in a rip current yesterday. Ahead at 5:30, we will share his firsthand description of how powerful the water is. Live in Delray Beach, Charlie Keegan, WPTV News Channel 5.
And spring break has begun for many kids in South Florida. And if you're traveling, be prepared for some delays. As you can see on this flight tracker here, there is a heavy band of rain here in the southeast, all the way from Oklahoma, all the way over here to West Virginia. And it could cause some delays throughout the weekend as it moves towards the east. Even further, you can go to our website to check on delays in and out of Palm Beach International Airport.
I'm Shannon Cake in the newsroom with a big win today for thousands of citrus tree owners. A jury today awarded what will amount to be over $16 million to tree owners out there. This case goes back 15 years. We're talking over 66,000 trees that have been cut down. This is a video, in fact, from 2002 when state workers went door to door to remove citrus trees. The hope was to eradicate the citrus canker, the canker bacteria. As a result, thousands of tree owners filed a class action lawsuit against the state. Today's verdict in Palm Beach County, a little different than what has been awarded in other states. In fact, the tree owners are being awarded money based on the size of the tree when it was cut down. No word from the state on this verdict so far, but it could appeal, of course. We'll keep you posted on this story. From the newsroom, Michael, back to you.
Shannon, thank you. A traffic alert. You may encounter some traffic in Wellington. Two cars collide at Big Blue Trace and Wellington Trace. Traffic investigators are trying to figure out what led to this crash. We're waiting for an update on the conditions of both drivers and how their passengers are doing as well. New information about a story we brought you as breaking news last night at 5. The man pulled from the water at South County Regional Park has died. Florida Fish and Wildlife investigators say the 25-year-old was on shore when his jet ski drifted into the water. The victim swam out and drowned. His name not yet released. A vigil will be held at 7 tonight at the park in his honor.
Just hours ago, the names of 7 Special Forces Marines who were killed when a Black Hawk helicopter crashed in the waters off the Panhandle were released. Military officials say Captain Stanford Shaw, Master Sergeant Thomas Saunders, Staff Sergeant Liam Flynn, Staff Sergeant Trevor Blaylock, Staff Sergeant Kerry Kemp, Staff Sergeant Andrew Seif, and Staff Sergeant Marcus Bowell. Those killed were all stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. 4 Louisiana National Guard soldiers also died in the crash. Their names have not yet been released. And dense fog and rough seas are just hampering those efforts to recover the bodies from the crash. The wreckage has settled in just 25 feet of water. Military officials say they need better weather before they can pull the helicopter from the bottom of Santa Rosa Sound.
Now to a developing story. New 911 audio being released shortly after 2 police officers were shot and wounded during protest in Ferguson, Missouri early Thursday morning. Listen closely.
Got an officer down, shots fired at their station in Ferguson. All cars en route to the officer down, officer need evade. 3190, are you clear? Officer down, 222 South Florissant.
Ferguson, Alpha Jennings en route for an officer down, possible shooting.
Shots fired, officer down. En route to the officer down.
President Obama among those decrying the shootings in Ferguson, which has been so torn by tension since last summer when an unarmed teen was shot and killed by a white police officer. And police are trying now to find those who may have helped the shooter or shooters escape after this. Investigators believe the shot came from a hill about 150 yards from the police station where the officers were hit. The reward for any information is now more than $10,000. The two officers were released from the hospital on Thursday. A teenager killed by police in Wisconsin was shot in the head, torso, and another area of the upper body. The coroner did not say how many times Tony Robinson was shot overall. He was unarmed, we are told, when he was fatally shot on March 6th by a police officer responding to a call about a disturbance. Authorities still trying to sort out all of the details there. The medical examiner says additional studies, including toxicology tests, are underway, but results are not expected for several weeks.
Right now, the man who jumped a White House fence and ran into the executive mansion last year has pleaded guilty to the incident. Omar Gonzalez, that's him there, admitted to entering a restricted building while carrying a deadly weapon and resisting a Secret Service officer. The Army veteran was carrying a knife when he jumped that fence. His sentencing is set for June. Right now, the former chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon that was kicked out of the University of Oklahoma is planning legal action against the university. The group has hired high-profile attorney Stephen Jones to represent them. Jones said the group is outraged on how the school president shut down the fraternity house and then branded all SAE members there as racist and bigots. The decision to hire Jones came after an emergency meeting held by the local SAE members and alumni.
Right now, an American healthcare worker is being treated for Ebola at the National Institutes of Health facility in Bethesda, outside Washington, D.C. The worker contracted Ebola while volunteering in Sierra Leone. That worker arrived in Maryland last night in isolation on a specially chartered plane. The person's name, age, and gender have not been released, and the medical facility has treated other Americans who have contracted Ebola. Nina Pham, who was released last year, among them after being taken care of and overcoming Ebola. Pope Francis says he doesn't think necessarily he'll be Pope for an extended period. In an interview with a Mexican broadcaster, Pope Francis says he has a feeling that his term as Pope will be brief, perhaps only 4 or 5 years. As you look at him with Benedict XVI, who he succeeded, he reminded everyone that Benedict XVI left the door open for possible retirement. That is what he did. Francis was elected by church cardinals as the head of the Roman Catholic Church 2 years ago.
Oscar Pistorius' lawyers have failed to block an appeal by prosecutors against Pistorius' acquittal on murder charges. He was cleared of murder last year, but was sentenced to 5 years in jail for the lesser charge of culpable homicide. Prosecutors say the judge in the case misinterpreted the guidelines for the murder charge. A Port St. Lucie man right now facing charges that he solicited photos of underage children. St. Lucie County deputies say they got a tip from California that Justin Crenshaw was using social media to befriend various underage girls. Deputies allege Crenshaw threatened to expose the pictures of the girls if they didn't send him even more pictures. Crenshaw has been charged with extortion, attempted extortion, and possession of child pornography.
It will be a bit longer before the sunken barge in the Fort Pierce Inlet can be lifted. The Coast Guard said today seas are too rough to speed the process along. The salvage team can dive just 2 hours twice a day due to the conditions now. Work is expected to last until next week at the least. The Coast Guard has limited inlet access to boats with 16 feet of draft or less, and the inlet will be closed when the sunken barge is actually finally lifted. A controversial handbag coming up next. The reason store owners are taking this accessory off their store shelves.
And local sisters helping out their classmates. Their idea that's giving students in need an important lesson in life.
And a water party that had local authorities on high alert last year. What's being done this year to keep everyone safe during Floatopia?
And we are helping you plan for tomorrow morning and the weekend. Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel has your most accurate weather forecast in just minutes.
During the Rooms to Go Kids Anniversary Sale, get great storage with this versatile bookcase daybed. It's just $7.77 or $16 a month. $16 a month interest-free, and there's 11 colors to choose from. I mean, color makes me happy.
This is a notice to the public. Stop wherever you are and get to Greco Mazda in North Palm Beach and Delray Beach for the biggest grand opening celebrations ever. Greco will do whatever it takes to be the #1 Mazda stores in the world. Shop our special allocation from the factory. Over 600 Mazdas. Get a Mazda 6 or CX-5, your choice, $169 a month with 0 down. Yes, 0 down. Greco Mazda has you covered from north to south.
I'm Mike Greco. I'll save you thousands. I guarantee it. Come on down to Irish Fest on Flagler, March 14 and 15 at the Meyer Amphitheater, downtown West Palm Beach. Non-stop Irish entertainment and fun. Irish Fest on Flagler, March 14 and 15. For information, call 1-800-882-AARON. Our website, irishflorida.org.
In commodities, rawhide bones are up, while pig ears traded even for the day. Celebrating best deal days.
Lease a new Forester for $169 a month at Schumacher Subaru.
Schumacher Subaru. Come join the family.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food with locations across South Florida. Mulligan's, the place to be for St. Patrick's Day.
This is what you might find at their new car sale. And this is what you'll find at AutoNation. When it comes to sale prices, we don't clown around.
Save now during the AutoNation Savings Event. Get a brand new 2015 Cadillac ATS, $329 a month. Or a new Cadillac SRX, $359 a month. Who you gonna call? AutoNation! AutoNation Cadillac, West Palm Beach.
The fact is, most people paid less at AutoNation.
During the Rooms to Go 24th anniversary sale, get incredible queen-size mattress sets for just $12 a month, interest-free. Sealy Posturepedic, Serta Perfect Sleeper, or Beauty Rest Recharge. Pick the one you love, just $577 or $12 a month. Hey, that's less than a haircut.
Weather on WPTV is sponsored by Capital Carpet and Tile.
Covering Martin County, a powerful memorial is now up in honor of children killed in Florida. Firefighters there tweeted these pictures today. 126 flags were put up to remember the number of children who have died from neglect and abuse in Florida. The flags also have the names of each children on them. The flags are right now up at the Seacoast National Bank on the corner of US 1 in Colorado in Martin County. They will move to another location next week. A billboard in London has a lot of people doing a double take and sparking a lot of conversation here. To coincide with International Women's Day this past Sunday, a London agency created some remarkable digital billboards about domestic violence. One of those, you can see it right there. They use facial recognition to recognize when people are paying attention to the image of a bruised woman. As more people look at the ad, her bruises and cuts heal faster. Developers wanted to get the message across of not to turn a blind eye to the problem. A purse with the imprint of a handgun on it is causing some people to be concerned in New York City. The controversial clutch has a realistic-looking 3D imprint of a handgun that could make it look like the wearer is holding a real firearm. At least one chain has already pulled it from store shelves, but it's not known right now if other stores are still selling the bag.
A new biography of Apple founder Steve Jobs claims current Apple CEO Tim Cook offered the late Jobs a piece of his liver during his illness that eventually claimed his life. According to the book Becoming Steve Jobs, Cook tested to see if he could be a donor due to concerns over Jobs' declining health. Jobs refused Cook's offer in 2009, telling him he would, quote, never let him do that. Jobs did eventually receive a transplant. He died in 2011.
Well, everyone deserves an opportunity to learn a skill, get a job, and become a contributing member of society, even if they have a physical or mental disability. And as News Channel 5's John Favoli reports, two South Florida sisters started a program at their school that's paying big dividends for those involved.
Meet Samantha and Lucy Krasker, 16-year-old identical twins on a mission to help their classmates with special needs succeed in the workplace. The juniors at Suncoast High School in Riviera Beach started a culinary club 3 years ago. The goal is to help these students get a job at local restaurants.
The program provides support, and it's also to help them find a purpose. And then we have a culinary club member help and volunteer with them to make them feel comfortable.
Zachary Weber is one of those students benefiting. He's been working at City Cellar at City Place for a few months with Lucy, who's his intern partner.
Sister, me get calamari. I made a hamburger. Hey, Mom.
Fun is one of the main ingredients for a recipe that successfully combines students and restaurants. The executive director of Seagull Services, a nonprofit that serves teens and adults with disabilities, says it's a perfect match for Zachary and others.
Is really his field of interest, and he's getting this training at an early stage with a lot of support from Seagull staff as well as the peer mentors.
As for the twins, they hope they've laid a solid foundation to keep things rolling once they graduate next year. John Favoli, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Now, you don't have to go to Suncoast High School to be part of this culinary club internship program. We've got more information on how you can get involved on our website, WPTV.com.
Students today in Palm Beach County got out of class today, or got a bit extra out of their learning in class today, I should say. Palm Beach County deputies used students from K.E. Cunningham Canal Point Elementary and Golden Grove Elementary to investigate a mock crash scene. Students teamed up to interview witnesses, take photographs, and document the scene. They used techniques they were taught through lessons with PBSO, some real-life experience. Good day for them.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
The winds pick up even a little bit more today, and that made for a rip current issue that was even a little more serious than yesterday. Some clouds along the coastline, but a fair amount of sunshine too. We've been in this weather pattern all week long, and the good news is if you like it, I think you're going to like Saturday and Sunday too. Quick moving showers along that breeze, southeast winds gusting to 20 during the afternoon. Our temperatures are in the 70s and low 80s, and you can just see these little tiny showers here and there. We're not going to get quite the rainfall we saw last night on the Treasure Coast, but we are in a pattern where little streamer showers come off Grand Bahama and they work in along the coastline tonight. So we're not completely rain free through your Friday evening, but overall not too bad. Sunset just before 7:30, a mix of some clouds and a starry sky through the evening. Very mild tonight, mid-70s, even into 3, 4, and 5 a.m. And got to throw in that shower chance right through Saturday, right through Sunday. Just about at any time, actually. There's a look tonight, and this model, the Vipercast model, wants to bring in those streamer showers across the Treasure Coast mid to late evening. Things quiet down. Tomorrow morning looks fantastic. As we go through the day, the winds actually start to shift more south and then eventually southwest into Sunday. Now, what that does is makes for our rain chances more along the lake area and a little bit less along the coastline. Daytime highs, there is a light at the end of the tunnel if you don't like this heat and humidity. Monday is your day, 81 and 78 on Tuesday and Wednesday once the front makes its way through and we get back into a little less heat and humidity. Still choppy tomorrow, small craft advisory on Saturday morning, 4 to 6, moderate chop. Watch out for the rip currents. They are an issue, obviously, and they will be around this weekend. Head to Agarda Beach. All right, 72 tonight, fair, mild, quick moving showers around. Tomorrow's forecast high up to 85. Sunny, breezy, and yes, showers are possible just about any time. Southeast winds at 15 tomorrow, so it's still breezy tonight, still breezy into Saturday. The winds do come down a little bit on Sunday, though, 85 still. Front comes through on Monday, so I've thrown in a few more clouds, a few more showers for Monday. And then as we get into next week, cooler, drier air on the way. 78's cooler. Well, it's about where we should be this time of year. Good looking weekend, both weekend days, great to get outside.
All right, Steve, thank you. Still ahead, dress codes for students are always met with resistance, but an Iowa high school is under fire for guidelines some are calling sexist.
And damaging cars to South Florida. Police cruisers are set ablaze overnight. Are the incidents connected?
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
It's the One for Everyone sales event this month at Edmore's Delray Toyota, and this is the one you can't afford to miss. Buy a Camry for $13,988 or lease a new 2015 Camry LE for only $89 a month. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
I'm having a hot flash, a tropical hot flash. My personal summer is really a bummer. I'm having a hot flash.
Menopause, the musical, the off-Broadway parody hit that will have you cheering at your seat and dancing in the aisles.
Presented by Tony Award-winning G4 Productions.
At the Kravis Center, April 1st through 19th. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
I'm having a hot flash. Ooh.
Power, fun, style, and 0 to 60 in 5.3. Right now, your Infiniti Q50 is just $309 a month, 0 down.
Infinity of the Palm Beaches. Come join the family.
Hi, I'm Don Cameron from We Buy Ugly Houses. Times are tough. The news says things are getting better and home prices are going up. But can you honestly say your situation is improving? We'll buy any house, ugly or not, as is, all cash, and you'll pay no closing costs or commissions. You can get cash in your pocket in as little as 48 hours and stay in your house. Sell your house fast. Call 1-800-44-BUYER or visit WeBuyUglyHouses.com.
What if you could grab the sun and pass its energy on to others? It's what we do at FPL. Our solar energy centers grab the sun, turn it into electricity, and we pass it on to you. And now, as the official solar energy provider of the Miami E-Prix, we're proud to deliver the first ever U.S. solar electric charge to Formula E vehicles.
Thanks for the boost, FPL.
To join us on race day, go to fpl.com/Miami E-Prix for ticket information. At FPL, we're changing the current.
At Price Flooring, we've got you covered.
As a direct importer of floor and bathroom tile, we have over 4,000 tiles to choose from, starting at 99 cents a square foot.
And over 3,000 carpets to choose from, installed with premium pads.
Check out our full line of exotic hardwoods with a lifetime warranty.
And the largest selection of in-stock laminate, made in the USA.
If you're in need of flooring, Price is right for you.
From the moment you walk in our door until you walk on your new floor, Price is right for you.
The one you want at the price you want is at Ed Morse Delray Toyota during the One for Everyone sales event. Buy a Corolla for $12,988 or lease a new 2015 Corolla L for $69 a month. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Covering America, a judge has ordered 2 Wisconsin girls accused of stabbing their classmate to talk about the case and to let them know more about it as they move on, and says they will be tried as adults. Both girls face a count of first-degree attempted homicide. The girls' attorneys had argued the girls believed they had to kill their friend to protect their families from Slender Man, a character that allegedly helped provoke all of this. All 3 girls were ages of 12 at the time. Caught on camera, a woman is okay after being hit by a car, and then she ended up on the hood of that car as it slammed into a pizza shop. After the car stopped, the woman jumped off the hood and ran. Witnesses say the driver of the car accidentally hit the gas pedal instead of the brake.
There's some pretty sexist stuff on the back, which was kind of frustrating for me.
An Iowa Catholic high school under fire right now for a dress code to an awards ceremony that appears to target females. The boys' requirements are one line and told to simply, quote, be classy. There are 4 full paragraphs for the girls, dictating dress from head to toe in extensive detail. One touchy line here reads, choose an outfit that is pretty enough to show you are a woman and covered enough to show you are a lady. Wow, very detailed. The school principal backing the dress code up, saying there are more style options available to women, so there just needs to be more guidelines.
I'm Shannon Cake, live in the newsroom tonight. Coming up all new at 5:30. It is a big celebration on the local waterway. Last year, things got a little out of hand. What authorities are doing to make sure people follow the rules this year, but still have a good time. 2 more auto recalls tonight. The cars that should not even be on the road tonight. Plus, keeping your credit score high so insurance companies won't raise your rates. What you should be watching out for. Those stories and more when I join Michael at 5:30.
Business Report on WPTV is sponsored by your local Toyota dealers.
What we really need is a new jet ski.
No way. The garage is crammed and there's no room.
Honey.
It won't fit. Absolutely not.
Want more? Give more. Goodwill.
This is a notice to the public. Stop wherever you are and get to Greco Mazda in North Palm Beach and Delray Beach for the biggest grand opening celebrations ever. Greco will do whatever it takes to be the #1 Mazda stores in the world. Shop our special allocation from the factory. Over 600 Mazdas. Get a Mazda 6 or CX-5, your choice, $169 a month with 0 down. Yes, 0 down. Greco Mazda has you covered from north to south.
I'm Mike Greco. I'll save you thousands. I guarantee it.
Hurry in to Shoot Straight for all your shooting sports needs. Our 8 Florida locations provide an experienced staff offering great service and selection with thousands of firearms and accessories in stock. Plus, Shoot Straight is a premier Smith & Wesson M&P dealer. We offer safe, clean, air-conditioned shooting ranges, training classes, gunsmith services, and more. We buy guns and take trades. Your full-service dealer opens 7 days a week. See us online at shoot-straight.com. Shoot Straight, your trusted firearms dealer since 1979.
There's parallel parking, or there's parking that's unparalleled. And 2 miles per gallon difference may not seem like much until you have to walk it. Reliability is now an American thing. Drive the all-new Chrysler 200 during the Chrysler Awards season event. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited for $249 a month.
The perfect car calls for the perfect price, and Lexus of Palm Beach has it. During the Command Performance event, lease the brand new 2015 Lexus IS 250, $189 a month, or drive a new 2015 Lexus ES 350 for only $229 a month. At Lexus of Palm Beach's Command Performance event, lexusofpalmbeach.com.
What we really need is a new jet ski.
No way. The garage is crammed and there's no room.
Honey.
It won't fit. Absolutely not.
Want more? Give more. Goodwill.
Live, local, from WPTV. This is News Channel 5 at 5:30. Local coverage you can count on.
Happening now at 5:30, warm and windy weather making for dangerous conditions at beaches across South Florida.
The winds creating impressive waves out there, but also rip currents that can become dangerous really, really quickly. Will these conditions stick around for the weekend? Storm Team 5 Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel joining us now with more. Steve?
Yeah, unfortunately they will, and it's going to be a very busy weekend as we have a lot of spring breakers. We have people, of course, down here from up north, and we just have our normal beach crowd for Saturday and Sunday, and some great weather, too. As we get through Saturday, we still have the wind coming in off the ocean. Today, very, very tricky out there along area beaches. A real workout day for lifeguards as the winds stay up. We have these quick moving showers. We have gusty winds. Right now at the airport, the winds are 21 miles an hour and stronger gusts during the early afternoon. Quick moving showers, some on the radar tonight that could have an impact on the Treasure Coast. Hour by hour forecast as we roll into the evening sunset tonight just before 7:30, and we have a pretty nice, another great night on the way. But does it hold through the weekend? We'll talk about that. And there is a front coming. I'll give you the timing for that coming up.
Steve, thanks. Lifeguards in Delray Beach say conditions for swimming are at their worst today. News Channel 5's Charlie Keegan learned more about the 6 rescues made in the past 2 days alone, and he joins us from Delray Beach with more. Charlie.
It is a breezy day right here on the beach. We have gusts coming in of 20 miles per hour, and that is making things very dangerous out there on the water. You can see the waves are coming in very strongly right now, and it is a no swimming day here at Delray Beach. Lifeguards have been out here throughout the day patrolling, making sure that no swimmers get in the water. If you are a kiteboarder or surfer, you are allowed to be in, so those guys out there are safe right now that you're seeing live on your screen. But over this week, Ocean Rescue has had to save 6 people who ended up caught in a rip current here off of Delray Beach. And we spoke with one lifeguard about how powerful the water is, how Mother Nature just grabs a hold of you and takes you out away from the shore. He says felt like he had to go in the water to save a man who was trapped out there. And he says you just go in and the next second you're way out out in the shore and away from help. And lifeguards want to get that message clear today. Let you know that there are rip currents out here. Best to avoid going in the water today. But if you do get sucked out into the water, try and stay calm. Do not panic. Keep your wits about you. Try to swim parallel to the shore to escape that rip current. But if you cannot, just wave and yell. Try to get someone's attention, the attention of a lifeguard here back on shore. They have binoculars at their towers. They are keeping an eye on things. Now, the lifeguards have all left for the day now. Their shift ended at 5 o'clock, so they're no longer here, and so now you are really technically not allowed to be in the water. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take a look at a new collaboration. The fire department and the Ocean Rescue Department have teamed up together to put firefighters on the beach as lifeguards. We'll have more of that on 6 o'clock. In Delray Beach, Charlie Keegan, WPTV News Channel 5.
It is a party making headlines 2 years in a row now. Last year, thousands filled the waters around Peanut Island for Floatopia. But instead of celebrating spring break, a lot of people were injured, some nearly drowned. News Channel 5's Katie Johnson joining us live from Phil Foster Park tonight, where authorities say they will be prepared this year. Katie?
Well, if you plan on going to Floatopia this weekend, be prepared to see many boats like these ones you see behind me here at Phil Foster Park. The Sheriff's Office, FWC, and several other agencies will have extra patrols out on the water to make sure those partying do so safely. Now, there's been a lot of confusion surrounding the event. It all stems from social media, a tool organizers use to spread word of Floatopia. One Facebook page claims Floatopia is canceled. There are even signs around Phil Foster Park saying the same thing. But the man who brought the event to Palm Beach County in 2013 says that's not the case. He says a group of DJs latched themselves onto the event last year and made it even bigger than before. This year, he says, they won't be involved with the event. On his Facebook page for the version of Floatopia, there are nearly 2,000 people connected to it, all ready to go to Peanut Island on Sunday. Authorities are ready for the party too. An officer with the FWC says police really weren't expecting this huge party to happen last year, but this year, she says, they're ready.
Last year, it kind of took everybody by surprise. This year, we went the extra mile and not only, trying to listen for word of mouth, but also went on social media.
We've never had an issue until last year with this Floatopia thing when this other group started inviting their own DJs.
Now, there were a few arrests last year, and there could be more this year. Authorities say they will be patrolling in both marked and unmarked boats, so there will be plenty of eyes watching what's going on this weekend at Floatopia. Live in Riviera Beach, Katie Johnson, WPTV News Channel 5.
I'm Ashley Hinson, live in the newsroom. Right now, we're waiting to learn more about a deadly car crash in Boca Raton. Police say one person was killed. The crash happened just before 12:30 this afternoon on North Military Trail near Potomac Road. 2 cars were involved in that crash, which closed Military Trail in both directions for several hours. The road is now back open, and we have not learned if anybody else was injured in this accident, and no word yet on what caused all of that to happen. That's all from the newsroom for now. Shannon, back to you.